wasn't it. Hold please. Hold please. Amateur hour streamer. Left monitor lower right 1/4. What the hell was that for, dude? I have so many of these. Right monitor. No good? Rip. There it is. There it is. It just needed a minute to load. So, yeah. It's the picture of me in iNcontroL. Was it you who was telling me to post, to tweet at Lord Cranial? It might have been. So, I guess I didn't speak publicly about it when it happened. I was actually traveling for work. I was doing like onboarding for my new job. And my Discord, like, somebody was on top of it, like literally within 10 minutes or something of the tweet. I saw it, and like, I swear, dude, I thought it was a joke, right? Like, I thought somebody's memeing, whatever. Like, I didn't think it could be true. And I had to process that, and then I had to go into like a work happy hour, like an hour after I found the news. So I wasn't done processing it myself. I don't know how we transitioned into this, but I haven't talked about it publicly, really. I've tweeted a couple things and whatever, but you know, a lot of streamers like pre-recorded a piece on iNcontrol's passing, and they made a big video, and I didn't know him well enough that felt like something I should try to be a part of. Like, I didn't know what was going on, like, and I guess I wasn't emotionally ready to talk about it either, but I think maybe now I am, and I kind of want to do that, if I could indulge. So, at BlizzCon 2 years ago, I've told this story on stream once before, I had the opportunity to meet Total Biscuit. And those of you who've watched my stream a lot know that I have some health issues as well, nowhere near as bad as what TB or iNcontroL dealt with. But I've got some stuff, got some health stuff. It's a little more than average for like a 30-something dude, early 30s dude. And so what I said to TB when I met him, you know, shook his hand and said, you know, thank you for everything you've done for the scene. Really appreciate you. And also, you know, I recently, I told him I recently listened to your podcast that you did with H3, and you talking about your health issues and how you process it mentally and all this stuff. And just wanted to thank you for like sharing that struggle, because it really helped me with my stuff. And he kind of like just looked down and he said, thank you, and appreciate it. And it was like he didn't know what to say, but he appreciated it, right? Fast forward a few months, TB passes. And I'm like, holy shit, man, I almost didn't talk to him. I was nervous about it. You don't want to look like an ass. You don't want something stupid. Like, you don't want to make him think about his own situation if he's not in a mode where he's trying to do that. But it was one of those, like, you kind of be your own big brother and give yourself a shove from behind and go, no, you just go talk to the guy and tell him what he meant to you. And I'm so glad that I did that with TB. Fast forward a year. It's BlizzCon. I'm still on Rise, as you can see from the jersey, right? Rise Esports jersey. And the games are over and everybody's dashing off to go do this or that or talk to whoever. I don't think this was right after the finals. I think this was like end of day one maybe. And I'm like, F that. I'm going to try to meet some personalities and say hi. And I said hi to Pig and I said hi to Roddy. And I'd never had an opportunity to talk to iNcontroL before. And yeah, he's kind of an intimidating guy. He's a strong personality. Like, if I say something stupid, there's like actually a chance he'll call me out on it being stupid, right? This is kind of who he is. And, you know, despite all that, I wanted to meet him, I wanted to say hi, and I wanted to thank him because I've gotten so many shout-outs and so much help from the Pylon Show. I mean, literally to this day, the biggest spike that I ever had on YouTube or Twitch, and maybe not Twitch, certainly YouTube, came from them shouting me out and them saying, you know, hey, this guy makes good content, you should check it out, whatever. And so I just wanted to thank him because I know that, like, doing This Week in StarCraft is a pain in the ass. Like, it takes a 4-person plus team, like, hours and hours worth of work. It's a segment they get shit for doing, even though it's, like, vital to the scene. And so I just wanted to communicate that to him. So, again, I had to do the big brother shove from behind. No, you go talk to the person. You go talk to the famous guy. And he was super cool about it, dude. He shook my hand. He said, you know, I'm really glad to hear that it helped you. That's why we're doing it. It's really important to us that it does help the scene, whatever. And he looked me in the eye and he said, please keep doing what you're doing. We need you. And man, like, hearing that as a small content creator, right? Like, the fact that iNcontroL is the kind of guy who wanted to bring others up in the scene. We have so much of that in StarCraft, but, like, he's really put his money where his mouth is with that. Just to help the small guys like me, right? And I don't know. I don't know what more to say about it than that. I just kind of wanted to speak my piece on like the kind of man that he was and what he stood for and just the character that he had, right? Like he got a lot of shit on Reddit over the years, whatever, for like cracking the wrong joke at the wrong time or whatever. But like, look, I mean, the dude was funny as hell. Yeah, maybe he rubbed a few people the wrong way from time to time, but it's just he's like, you know, people joked he was a greater Monster Energy elemental, but like, not in that way. But the dude is just an elemental force, right? He's one of those people who can't not be himself, and I just love people like that because you know exactly what you're getting. Like, I know for a fact, him looking me in the eye and saying that, he meant that, or he wouldn't do it, because he just wasn't the kind of guy to bullshit you, right? So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I just, you know, I really appreciated him doing that for me, and you know, that continues to echo on, right? The help that he's given me and everybody else in the scene, and they're still doing the Pylon show, which I'm very glad for. I know that wasn't easy for that team to keep that going. Also, I will say, Sleepwalker was in the chat a little bit ago. He is a Warhammer guy. I am also a Warhammer guy, and iNcontroL is a Warhammer guy. And one of the things he was trying to have pop off was Warhammer on stream. And I'm kind of kicking that idea around. I'm thinking about picking up that torch. I don't have a setup in my current living situation where I could do that. But pretty soon here, I'm looking to get a bigger place. And if I can make that happen, I might try to do that. I think that would be a really good way to kind of honor his memory. So stay tuned for that. You know, no promises, but I would love to be able to kind of honor his memory in that way. Because the Warhammer folks, like, I've heard them express that that's something that they need. So yeah. Anyway, that's my piece on iNcontroL. Stand up, do your cardio, take breaks, man. Like, and he is a hell of a guy. And Taro iNcontroL. Let me catch up on chat here. Fat Texas says, thanks for sharing. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, like, you know, letting me share that. It's like, nobody wants to be brought down again, like have to revisit it emotionally or whatever, but I think I needed to get that out a little bit. So yeah, I'm glad we talked about it. For Cranial, thanks for sharing that. It's always nice to hear what a great man he was and how he tried to lift anybody in the community up. Totally, dude. And Sleep looked up to him for both. Yeah, for both Warhammer and StarCraft, right? It's amazing. Like, and the dude was a freaking badass at both of them. Like, how are you that good at 2 games? Like, I play StarCraft okay, good enough to be bad compared to people who are really serious, and I'm the same amount good at Magic. I'm like good enough to suck compared to people who are good. You know what I mean? Super badass to be that good at 2 games. Like a great on-air talent too. The dude's just a titan.